没有，因为本身它文化情况偏北，偏欧洲的，它是一个什么？它是一个3D 的射击类的射击类的，对。但是呢，有个好像他做的画面啊，还有他的制作啊，是北美的，所以去年的德龙国际化的对对。打开出来，它有这个。来，王总，我给你。对。跟谁吃饭？那这挺好玩。对，大家在一起就是有。它会变的。二维码的呀。而且你可以抬起来，移动都有可以。然后会放新的我们的那个游戏预告片啊，包括一些内容里面的一些。这是什么原理？这是那种电子信息在里面。这实际上有点像二维码的原理，但就像它，现在不是有很好的那种飞机的那种推嘛，你可以看到外面，但是同时眼前会有一些数字，包括高度啊、速度，实际上就是跟那个同样的，叫真实增强式的一个演示。我穿上这个直接对，还对。有点意思啊！这也不能补发吧？这等于这个我们这个很多活动。
它以后多关注游戏啊，很多游戏都愿意来杭州，然后德国其实是一个出发点，他们在德国先立下，然后中国再。
在后面，我们的体验是在后面，就是外面啊。哎，老师，你这个，对，你可以听一下。我们会有排队的那个，然后推进来，这边大概有3台机器。对，就是我们的工作人员，因为这边玩笑开的话，大概是10点钟才会放进来，9点半实际上是专业的媒体他们可以进来，所以现在人还不多，所以你可以简单看一下，这是游戏刚开始
在皮儿打工了是吧？
对。所以他对这方面的话还是非常非常在乎。另外一个，我们公司还有包括一些冒险出来的，包括其他做艺术的。He's pretending he understands.
Why you have a lot of work to do?
在那个东南亚，
觉得他这个运作方式才能直接化，对，是吧？他们叫这个企业的本地化。参加嘛，对吧？
我们今天的中国日活动，非常荣幸能够为大家主持今天的活动。我是主持人张瑞。It's my great honor to be your host today, and my name is 张瑞. Welcome to the China Day. 接下来，请允许我为大家介绍参加本次活动的主要来宾，他们分别是文化部外联局副局长赵海生先生。中国驻德国大使馆文化处参赞陈平先生，文化部市场司网络文化处副处长马晓琛女士，上海市文广局市场处副处长陈德祥先生。And now please allow me to introduce your major guest president today. Please welcome Mr. Zhao Haisheng, Deputy Director, General of Bureau for External Cultural Relations, Ministry of Culture of People's Republic China. Mr. Chen Ping, Cultural Counselor of the Chinese Embassy of Germany. Ms. Ma Xiaochen, Deputy Director of the Ministry's International Market Office, Shanghai Municipal Administration of Culture, Radio, Film and Television. And now, please welcome.
It's not a speech, actually it's an opening remark. Honorable Mr. Chen Ping, Cultural Counselor of the Chinese Embassy in Germany, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of all the Chinese companies participating in this Gamescom, I'd like to welcome you all to today's promotional event. I also want to take this opportunity to pay my tribute to the organizer and all those whose tireless efforts have made this event possible. As you may know, the game industry in China is a very important component of Chinese culture industry and has been growing very rapidly. Last year, the total volume of the market has reached over 8 billion euros, and currently we have over 200 million online game players. So with this rapid development of the industry and the huge potential market, we have quite a few Chinese game companies distinguish themselves both domestically and internationally. This time, we brought over 30 Chinese game companies to this Gamescom. And they have brought about 40 new products. Later on, following my remark, some of the company managers will introduce their company and their products. And it is my hope that through Gamescom, this important platform of Chinese game companies will not only learn from their international counterparts, obtain as much international exposure as possible, but also, as a result, increase their share in the international market. Finally, I wish this event a success. I'd also like to take this chance to thank the Gamescom, and also Comesa for providing all the necessary conveniences to the Chinese participant company. Without your support, we could not be here. Thank you.
Thanks for speech.
It's such an honor to be here to share with you one of my dreams as a game developer. My name is Bu Kai. I was born in a military family. All four of my grandparents, they joined the Chinese resistance force in World War II. So I grew up listening all the wartime stories. So as a game developer, I always wanted to make a game about China military history. My dreaming game should be as a Chinese military game with China elements and the things happening around us. And second, it should be international for the mainstream game players. And third, it has a realistic weapon and gears in the game. At last, it fits the military gamers with PRA and American Army and Russian Army, all the major forces in the world. But for the last decades, China game has always been a historical background or fantasy background. There's never been a military shooter in China until we made this game called Glorious Mission. In the beginning, I started with a very small team. It's just myself. If you can recognize, that's me on the screen. I have to do all the art, all the programming, and some scripting, even the motion capture by myself. So it's a very small team. But soon, after we start, Giant supported us with office space and money. So we doubled my team to a two-man team. And then our team grew bigger and bigger with the support from Chinese military force. They take us in, let us experience all the equipment they have in the army. So next, let me show you a video of how the Chinese military helped us on code development of this game. So as China's first military game, the game was set initially to help Chinese army as a training tool. So you can see on the screen, there are soldiers, real soldiers, using Glorious Mission as a training tool. Here, BBC, CNN, and Russian national television interviewed us with Glorious Mission. Even the speaker of Chinese DOD has said to the pistol. And even they have a new office of game development in the army to support a glorious mission, story of Chinese soldiers. But this TV show has based on our story of developing a Chinese first video game of military. Tactics and using this video game as a very useful tool, and it's very efficient. To play. we have a fully customized system in the game. You can customize your characters, your skills, perks, and also in the core of the system, you can customize all the weapons as much as you want. You can customize down to the very, very small detail parts. With the longer barrel, you have much more damage. So on the screen now is only a small part of how you can customize the weapon as much as you want. Almost all the famous weapons in the 2 years, we finished the game. A lot of young guys are inspired to join the army, and I think it's one of my dreams come true as a game developer.
Hi everybody. I am honored to be here. I'm representing Shandai Games. I'm a CEO, COO of Shandai Games International Europe. It's the first time for me to present something very useful, valuable for the publishers and developers in the game conference. I'm gonna start with the numbers. Everybody interested in numbers. That's sales, game factors, whatever that is. I'm gonna start with the numbers because that's what you guys are interested in, right? The numbers. Currency of Korea is 1 million won. I wish I can show you the gameplay. Some screenshots, very colorful. Again. I'll show you more, a little more screenshots. Okay, here's the part where I wish I can show you. I just don't have the internet connection. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And also, the other part. Stop by and talk to us. Thank you very much.
Today, I welcome you to Gamescom. I think that for some of you it's the first Gamescom, and you will be a little bit overwhelmed by the number of people and number of games you see on the show floor. So basically, let me introduce myself a little bit. As I said, I'm the general manager of Perfect World in Europe. We have an office with 18 and 24, and also we have a very, very good mix of male and female players. So that means that basically meetings online and also the recently released Dungeons and Dragons Neverwinter. Then we also...
So we were established in 2006. We were founded by Mark Kern, who was the team lead on a game called World of Warcraft. After launching World of Warcraft, he left Blizzard to found Red 5 Studios. In the very early days, we saw a great deal of importance and value in reaching out to individuals in China. We wanted to make sure that the games we built at Red 5 were approachable by the global market and appealing and exciting for players in North America, in Europe, and also in Asia. So in the early days, we actually hired on 30 plus artists in Shanghai, 5 to 10 developers as well, who really helped us solidify our art style and some of our core technology for the game that I'm about to talk about.
First of all, in 2010, we had the wonderful opportunity to begin working with the Nine because of their experiences with publishing and operating games previously.
On my side, a very warm welcome to Gamescom Cologne. For everybody who has not been to Germany yet, also a very warm welcome to Germany, of course. My name is Julia Untrich, and I work for the government agency Germany Trade and Invest, which supports foreign companies that want to set up a subsidiary in Germany. And I will briefly talk about today about a little bit more into how the situation with virtual items is.